Hello everyone, we're back with Fate Grand Order. We're here with the Lostbelt Prologue. What prologue? It's December 20th, well it's actually the 27th in real life. Shh. And I'm here for my 30 quartz. So yeah, this is the second half of the first day. The 31st has like a couple chapters. I don't know how many. I think it's the 31st. Don't quote me. I'll talk about that after this. December 27th, 2019. The blizzard is come and gone. Now all that remains is a clear blue sky. Clear blue sky. That's a typo. Well, it sounds young. Before long, the pale blue is marked by a single black dot of an approaching helicopter. The helicopter brings important passengers and the harsh reality that the end is close at hand. Sorry about that, I cut it. 48 visitors cleared and registered. Well, no. Oh, it cycled through the sprites or something. 48 visitors cleared and registered. All entrants are permitted to enter Chaldea by special exemption granted by the Association Board of Safety. Opening front gate. Welcome, Gordolf Music. I hope I'm saying his name right. Welcome, unit inspectors. On behalf of Chaldea, we thank you for coming. So this is it. There's a certain character whose name I may not be able to pronounce. So, please put up with that. We know what the new director of the Mages Association chose is like. Gordolf Music, male, 28 years old, heir to a wealthy family of alchemists. At the clock tower, where the Mages Association is headquartered, is considered to be, well, about average. Much as the musics can boast a long familial history, in the world of magecraft, they have essentially accomplished nothing. The only thing that sets them apart from the other mages is the extra bit of wealth they've accumulated by virtue of existing longer. Gordolf's basically just a rich brat from Olella family. The question is, why did someone like that end up as Chaldea's new director? I can't be certain until we meet him ourselves, but if I were to guess... Oh! This is great! Better than great! I didn't have very high hopes for a lab out in the middle of nowhere, so you can imagine my surprise and delight to see how modern it all is. In fact, I think it might be more advanced than the one in London. What a bargain! Speak of the devil, he certainly got a boisterous voice. Was that boisterous? I hope so. Just remember, Horsey, silence is golden. Trust me, this is the sort of person whose bad side you want to avoid even more than Olga Marie's. Make him mad now. You'll never hear the end of it. Pardon my French. So, now I can say that this guy is the nephew of Fate Apocrypha's... His name also started with a G, but I forget it. Who, I know a lot of people hated him, but I kind of liked him. Like, his character arc turned him into, like, you know, he started off being, arrogant, and he's still arrogant by the end, but he's a mage. Not super mages are evil. But by the end of it, he grew as a person and became slightly less bad. So when I saw this 2 years ago, I was like, whoa, that's him! But no, it's his nephew. There's theorizing the first couple days. Back where I was like, oh, different timeline, different name, or I forget how it went. But his name shows up in a, like, character material or something. Well, not character material, like, I don't know. That doesn't matter. Anyway. You must be the servant I heard about in the report. You certainly do look the part. Let's see, Leonardo da Vinci, was it? Not bad at all for a replica of a well-known genius. Always did prefer a beautiful woman for a familiar. Your Excellency, I believe that remark can be construed as sexual harassment. How do I say heart? Remember, that servant is, for all intents and purposes, the acting director. Though it amounts to a little more than running a dinky factory out in the sticks, she has managed to keep Chaldea going in lieu of a proper director over the past year. It would be in your best interest to get on her good side. Why not lead with a compliment? Yeah, here we go. Koyanskaya. Koyanskaya? I think that's Russian? I thought I told you to whisper those sorts of things to me. Besides, I have no intention of getting chummy with the servant, no matter how beautiful she may be. Why, thank you. You're only the last person I'd ever want to hear that from, but I'll take it as a compliment nonetheless. Welcome to the Chaldea Security Organization, Director of Music. You must be tired after the long trip here. Also, as the cool kids say, Da Vinci threw some, shade. That's what kids are saying nowadays, trust me. Not at all. Except for the month we lost due to waiting around for the blizzard to clear up. It was a most pleasant trip indeed. Now then, without further ado, Leonardo da Vinci, was it? He keeps forgetting your name. Just call me Da Vinci, or Castor, if you find that even that too much to remember. Very well. Castor should more than suffice. I'm told that you have been filling in after director Olga Maria Adamerspear and acting director Romani Arkaman suffered some unfortunate accidents that led to them being unable to perform their duties. Your hard work is appreciated, but no longer required. As of now, I'm assuming sole command of Chaldea. What's more, they got guns! Much as I hate to do so, I'll be taking all of you into custody. Immediately. Dang it, I hate it when they do that. Easy there, Monsieur Horsey. Just play it nice and cool. My, Arya, what an unpleasant surprise. Custody, you say? Did I hear you right? I'm afraid you have no grounds to do so. Not until this investigation is over, at least. Have the powers that already be ruled that Chaldea is no more than a criminal cartel you have simply neglected to inform us? Because I'm quite sure that if that were the case, you would have come with more in the way of soldiers. We are the mysterious organization that saved the whole world, after all. If there is a warrant out for our arrest, you would have come with a small army at the very least. But you only brought a paltry 40 soldiers. Doesn't seem to fit the task, does it? So this isn't something the Majors Association decided, but a call you made on your own, right? Why don't we get the association on the phone and see what they have to say about this? Or do you prefer I didn't do that? Yeah. What's the meaning of this, Koyotskaya? That servant is too smart for her own good. We're whispering, right? Didn't you tell me the only people left to Chaldea were a bunch of engineers and a master who still wept beyond the years? I thought there wasn't supposed to be anyone here who would disobey me. Yes, Your Excellency, that was my understanding when I introduced this properly to you. But my report must have been in error. Sorry about that. Heart. I'm afraid that servant is a reprehensible villain who doesn't know her place and thinks she doesn't have to listen to those of us with the Majors Association. Wait a moment, Koyanskaya. Wouldn't a familiar who doesn't obey a mage be someone, dangerous? Come now, Your Excellency. That won't do. You need to be aggressive. Show these people who's boss. Get 5 guys with guns. Don't worry, we at NFF services specialize in just these sorts of unlikely situations. What's NFF stand for? Even if worse comes to worse, we won't let them lay a finger on you. Of course, that is a special additional service, so it won't come cheap. What's this? Don't tell me you're trying to shake me down yet again, Korenskaya. Your Excellency? Yes, I know. Don't worry. I'm a man of action when I need to be. You've got quite a mouth on you, don't you, Leonardo? Just to be clear, this is far from the only personnel I brought with me from the association. Our helicopter will be back and forth, ferrying many personnel over who are still on the boat. All told, there'll be about 120 security guards who have yet to arrive. It'll be all too easy to take over Chaldea with force, and I assure you, that is a decision the Majors Association would back wholeheartedly. Hold on, let me take a drink of water. Sorry, we'll be well within our rights to consider the entire current staff criminals. And I'll haul them up and lock them away while we investigate Chaldea. Having said that, I would prefer to avoid violence, should that be possible. Most of you will be fired regardless, but I prefer we part on amicable terms. As such, I'll have the 4 of you kept in a single room. You'll wait there until the inquiry board summons you for your individual hearings. During that time, we'll proceed with our inquiry into Chaldea's activities while we begin to transition over to the new staff. How does that sound? I believe this is the most peaceful option on the table. I dare say you wouldn't get such a generous offer from another member of a wealthy mage family, like those blinded by their pride and brand ranks. I think he's a little insecure. They may think those like you with no talent for magecraft is little more than slaves, but not me. And above all, I'd like to spare myself the tedium of torturing you for every little piece of information. I prefer to let Koyanskaya handle all that. You should be grateful that I'm such a gentleman. Just do as I say and you'll be released soon enough. I see. The Majors Association certainly sent us quite a piece of work, didn't they? Thank you for that breathtaking display of chivalry, Director Music. Now, may I ask you something? I'd like to know why you brought up the ranks to Chaldea. Surely a little research out in the middle of nowhere can't have much of interest? Research lab, sorry. Well, that wasn't ominous. Not much of interest. I'll be the judge of that. True, Chaldea doesn't enjoy the best reputation of the clock tower. Can't count how many times I've heard them say things like, their magecraft theories are nonsense, and they're just a bunch of incompetent frauds, or they're a disgrace to the 12 lords. We summon one of the 12 lords. Well, no. Technically, no, not really. To hear them talk, you'd think they were discussing a problem child they wish had never been born. But not me. I believe there's tremendous value to be found here. Chaldea shows real promise. Or at least it will once I'm instated as director. I haven't actually watched El Malloy yet, or however you say it. The Case Files? I've read the first novel, though. And I watched the episode 0 thing that came out. Well, and I watched the first episode, too, actually. I'll get around to it. At any rate, when I learned that Chaldea was being broken up into 7 parts and auctioned off, I made my decision and took action. I used the entirety of the music family fortune to buy all of Chaldea's assets and prevented its dismantling. You see, the Clock Tower people were desperate to get their hands on technology they could bring back to their respective departments. But I just detest them. Couldn't stand to see them get what they want. Now, organization needs all of its parts, just like a human body. It's barbaric to try and carve out its heart, or lop off one of its arms. I wanted Chaldea in its natural, untarnished state, and now I have it. But I suppose there's an exception to every rule. The staff of an organization may be its lifeblood, but we won't be keeping them around. There you go, Horsey. As you can see, he's hardly the most formidable opponent we've ever faced. I believe that is more than enough in the way of pleasantries, Director Music. I think I know who this is. Start playing the Church on the Hill. You are the future of Chaldea, and they are the past. There's no need for you to reach any sort of understanding with them, nor for them to like you. More importantly, now that the Church is ready to investigate, I'd like to begin as soon as possible. Indeed. You make an excellent point, Father Kotomine. Oh yes, allow me to introduce you. This is Kotomine Kirei. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Kotomine Kirei. I'm a priest sent here to investigate on behalf of the Holy Church. I'll be staying here for a few days until the investigation is concluded. I'm doing the thing with the hand. You have to do that when you talk as Kirei. It's a pleasure to meet the saviors of humanity, people of Chaldea. I might not be here long, but I hope we can help one another out during my stay. It's awkward because it's the button I'm pressing the buttons with. Well, button. Tapping the screen, I guess. Can't believe Chaldea's disciplinary room was now being used as a confinement cell. You said it. If I'd known we were going to end up stuck in here, I'd loosen up the purse strings when it came to the budget. Just look at these rock-hard beds. These obsolete air conditioner. This is cut-rate lighting. May as well have been a confinement cell all along. At least we're technically allowed to leave if we want, but still. Yeah, at least our bathroom is separate from the dining area. I don't care but for the way that new director does business, but better all together. Agreed. Be lying if I said I didn't suspect some ulterior motive in rounding us up like this, but it's definitely better than keeping us apart. Still, Acting Director Da Vinci? I think I have a handle on who Mr. Gordolf is now, but those other two, Miss Koyanskaya, I'll have to look up how to say then, and Father Kotomine. You still don't know what the deal is, right? I haven't been able to get a read on them either. I can tell they're not your everyday secretary and priest, but that's all I can tell. Can't get a read on their magecraft abilities either. All I know about Father Kotomine is that he's from the Holy Church, another organization that's long butted heads with the Mages Association. As their name suggests, the Holy Church is a mysterious organization based on a religion that has followers all around the globe. They see mystics as something that's solely under their domain, suffered neither magecraft nor heresy in the name of their Lord. Their mission is more or less to bring all human knowledge under their control. They are a lot more aggressive about that back when I was alive, but nowadays they seem to be playing their cards much closer to their chest. I'm guessing that Prius must be part of their combat team. Executors, I think they called them. They're supposed to be devotees of the Blade who spread God's teachings in his absence. That's all you need to know about them. Okay, thanks. CL servant never. These executors are both faithful and heretical. Monsters who fight the mages and mystical creatures. Girls front line. They might not be a match for servants, but they're frighteningly powerful in a fight. True, I could tell that priest is adept at hunting and fighting. Or at least, that's what Galahad is telling me. As for Koyanskaya, we know so little about her that it's almost comical. She isn't affiliated with either the Mages Association or the Holy Church. It looks like she was the one who may have convinced Gordolf to acquire Chaldea. Aside from that, she did mention NFF services. I've heard of them before. They make headlines in Russia about 6 months ago. They made headlines. They're a private military company. Mercenaries, basically. Word has it they're a group of specialists who never made a job they didn't like. I think they go around billing themselves as global kitschy business consultants. Russia, huh? The Mages Association doesn't have much sway there. So how did she and Gordolf come to know one another? No, wait. There were a number of academics among the new staff. They're all from NFF services. In which case, you must be planning on reviving Team A with the new staff alone. Why? That's insane! Don't they know how much constant attention and adjusting the coffins require during the unthawing process? We've done it more than anyone, and it still has a huge chance of failure, even for us. There's no way people who have never done it before can pull it off on their own. Yep, pretty solid chance they'll fail, and Chaldea's 7 A-rank masters will be lost for good. Of course, that may be the point. Who's there? Horsey, get out of here! The inspectors want to talk to you. No. Looks like they're not wasting any time getting the interrogation party started. Surprised they kicked things off with you, though. Wait and see what their game is. Remember, silence is golden. Try not to say anything more than is absolutely necessary. Got it. Good. The case inspector is waiting for you in room 3. Just answer his questions honestly and you'll be released in no time. Don't even think about trying to resist. Okay, NFF man. 6 hours. Endless questions. No idea what they're talking about most of the time. Oh, hello. You look exhausted, little kitty. That's a weird thing to... Oh, you can see your navel. That's lewd. Ignore that. This is your first time playing with the big boys? You better hurry up and learn how the game is played. This experience is every... Ah! Fo! Q! Fo! Oh yeah, I remember this scene. People were mad about it. Oh, is this your cat? Sorry, I couldn't help but hit back. Hi. Q! Whoops, clumsy me. Now I've gone and stepped on it. What can you do? This is how it goes when the weak attack the strong. Maybe once upon a time this thing was more impressive. Now it's just a puny little hairball. How does she know? It's the way of the world. It finds itself under the heel of a stronger animal now. Don't you think? Stop it. Oh, so wild. How brave of you to bare your fangs for your little pet. It's even cuter how they're barely more than nubs. What? But I can't let it go. No, not after you went after my perfect skin with its little claws. Normally I'd break a leg or two so it knows not to mess with me again, but I might be willing to let it go unharmed, if you agree to chat with me for a bit. So what do you say? Care to swap secrets with little old me? Oh, okay. Q. Now, settle down, little foe. Your owner and I are getting down to brass tacks after all. Alright, now that we have an agreement, my dear Horsey, here's my first question. How much do you know about Chaldea? I'm told you're scouted in some random country and brought here directly. But no matter how you slice it, you're born into a commoner's family. But you didn't even know the first thing about magecraft before you came here, did you? No, don't answer. It's all over your face. I see, so you had a strong aptitude for ray shifting. Can't believe you came all this way on that alone. Do you even know where you are? They probably didn't even tell you which country Chaldea is located in, did they? Now that you mention it, I already know where we are, but at the height of one of the most secluded areas in the world, one not at the borders of any nation, an unabsorbable mountain that's been hidden behind a barrier of magecraft for hundreds of years. Kirei actually told you where you'd be going when they recruited you. Doubt you'd ever send up. I can practically see your protests, asking if they've lost their mind, expecting you to go so far away. Trust me, this place is as isolated as you can get. I can show you the 6 months worth of paperwork it took to buy this place to prove it. But never mind that. Doesn't concern you anyway. The thing I'm dying to learn about is the original 48 Masters. Of those, 9 are still here. Washu Kirei Light, the 7 Team A Masters in Cairo Storage, and you. The other 39 have been revived and sent home. No doubt they went back to living their lives in peace. But the thing is, their personal information still goes for a very high price. And why wouldn't it? Now that it's been proven that race shifting is possible, each of those candidates is worth their weight in gold. But none of them are likely to fetch as high a price as Team A. They're the 7 people who were originally meant to save the world, not you. Oh wait, that's not right, is it? Let me rephrase that. The 7 people from whom you stole the opportunity of a lifetime. I mean, they are kind of almost dead. Oh, pew. Okay, that's enough out of you, my little footstool. Think you can pull me like a good little weakling before the plane comes for a landing? Leave all alone. Now then tell me, how does she know about those 7 people? Don't tell me you've never heard anything about them the whole time you've been here. There's Pepperoni Man, there's the spoiler so I can't talk about her. There's the edgy guy, there's the even edgier guy, there's the Galactic Heroes guy. There's Eye Patch Girl, and there's whoever I forgot. They're your great senpai after all. Pretty sure even Mashu knows a thing or two about them. After all, they are training together to be masters long before you even knew what Chaldea was. No way, you really have no idea? Never mind their magecraft affinity, you don't even know their names? You're kidding! I didn't know you're so cold-hearted, Horsey. In that case, you really can't blame them if they wake up mad at you now, can you? After all, you stole everything from them. Also, pardon my French. Their jobs, their purpose, even their place at Chaldea. Oh, fo. Oh my, that was close. Come now, little fool. You shouldn't keep going after Our Lady's face. I don't think that was her face he was going after. Keep acting like this. I might just have to defend myself. Maybe by biting off your head. And that would be it for you. Wouldn't have any more chances to learn again, would you? Oh, Drat, look at the time. Supposed to meet Sir Gordolf now. So on that note, I think I'll be on my way now. No more wasting time on a know-nothing patsy. Lucky for you, you're so ignorant, isn't it, Horsey? If you knew anything at all about even one of the Team A masters, I'd be rushing you off to grill you about them in solitary for as long as it took. But sadly, it looks like that honeylicious, that's not a word, branch isn't available to us, so bye for now. Be careful when a beautiful woman comes your way from now on. Trust me, you don't want to find yourself falling for the honeypot. Did we fall for the honeypot? Fo. The Team A masters. Think we're almost done. Oh. Welcome back, senpai. See you met up with Fall on the way. He's been hiding out for a while, so I'm relieved to see him here with you. Senpai? Something wrong? Did the investigation go badly? It's about Team A. Team A? Now that you mention it, never did tell you about them, did I? I didn't mean to keep it from you. You just never really had the time to discuss them. That's true. We had 3 years. Especially since the seven Team A masters ended up not being involved in stopping the insinuation of humanity. But now that they're about to be thawed out, you have nothing better to do. This seems as good a time as any to tell you a little about them. Team A refers to a group of A-ranked masters handpicked by Chaldea. Mashu was originally part of the team too. First up, Kirshtarya Wodheim, the chairman of the Ionosphere-controlled astronomy department, one of Clock Tower's 12 departments of study, the official Team A leader. He is the head of the exceptionally distinguished Wodheim family, whose name and magical circuits have both been around for thousands of years. He is also Marisberry's top pupil, and is rumored to be a better heir to the lordship than Olga Marie. He is expected to forge a contract with the Lancer. In terms of overall magecraft capability, he is head and shoulders above the rest. Ophelia Famerosolon, the prodigy of the evocation department. Remember when I was freaking out about Dustin earlier? That's why. She possessed special mystic eyes, so she wore an eye patch that really made her stand out, even here. She was expected to forge a contract with a saber, but she seemed to be very particular about what sort of heroic spirit she would contract with. Kadak Zemlupus. Nothing special as far as mages go, but his affinity for race shifting was exemplary. His story is pretty similar to yours, seeing as he was the only ordinary member among the geniuses on Team A. That's called a foil. but his kindness more than made up for it, even if it did descend into self-deprecation at times. Yes, I remember. Kadak was always concerned for others. Though he also had a pessimistic side, which bothered him as much as anyone else. He was expected to form a contract with a caster. He didn't have much magical energy, so he wanted to avoid a combat-oriented servant who would guzzle up everything he had before the fight had even begun. Pepperoni. Scandinavia Pepperoncino. Yes, you heard me. Scandinavia Pepperoncino. Nobody knows his origins, and he's using a pseudonym, obviously. At least they acknowledge it. He was a freelance mage Marisberry recruited after they met abroad. Cheerful and funny, he's always had a joke ready that kept teammates' spirits high. He's also the oldest member of the team. They say he was a man a bit ahead of his time. He's expected to form a contract with an archer. There's an Italian air about him, but he's also strangely knowledgeable about Buddhism. Naturally, he also knew a lot about Indian mythology. Said he liked myths about cycles of death and rebirth. Best girl, Akuda Hinako. She got her start in Yumina, the bonding department, which is tied to the studies of the witches at the clock tower. She used to be part of Kirei's engineering team, before her latent abilities were spotted and she was added to the pool of master candidates. She was the kind of person who would have been happy doing nothing more than curling up with a good book from morning until night. But she had a strange air about her that you couldn't help but notice. Come to think of it, Romana used to sulk about how she'd never come in for routine physicals. She was expected to form a contract with her writer. That was really important to her for some reason. Next, Burrow Gut. As for him, I guess we don't have to cover all these masters in depth. Moving on. Last but not least, we have, alright, David Semvoid. It's something of an enigma, really. A loose cannon, you could say. Being got himself banned from his department at the Majors Association. That would be the Folklore Department, or Brishan. Brishsan, if you're wondering? They deal with otherworldly artifacts. It's an unorthodox field of study despite being led by the Clock Tower's Chancellor. Anyway, Marisberry had the highest regard for David's talent. That he was verified too. There's only one, maybe two other people I recognized as geniuses even when I was alive. And David was right up there with them. He never tried to understand anyone else, and nobody ever tried to understand him. He was expected to form a contract with the Berserker, though no one ever expected him and his servant to reach any sort of understanding. And that's every master in Team A. Quite the cast of characters, right? But don't let that get to you. If anything, they're the ones who would be timid around you now. They may have been your senpai a year ago, but now you're the senpai. You've got the experience to prove it. Team A is nothing if not a meritocracy. They respect people based on their accomplishments. Yours have been pretty incredible. In fact, if I were you, I wouldn't bank on getting any sleep for a week or so once they're awake. They'll be constantly bugging you to tell them all about your experiences and the singularities. Woldheim has a great tea stash, so you'd expect from a noble. Kadak can be shy, but he's very studious. Studious? He's hugely into mythology. Pepe was a great listener. Even Akuda, who usually never said much of anything, would open up in front of him. Indeed, no doubt that half of Team A would get along great with you, Horsey. Which is exactly why I'm concerned. Allowing them out will have a profound effect on Chaldea's future. Gordolf is moving full steam ahead with the thaw, but it's still taking at least 4 days to get all the equipment ready. I can only hope they finish investigating the current stuff before they get started. I agree. Our team lasts until the very end of the year. So if the investigation concludes by the 31st, we should be able to thaw them out. The very end of the year. Only 4 days to go. Vofo! Alright, whether you stay or go, this is our problem to handle. At least for now. If something were to go down, it'd definitely be on you. It'd definitely be on the last day of the year, the 31st. So let's just be patient, keep our guard up, and wait for the right opportunity. Sound good, Master of Chaldea? Winky face. She's winking at us. That's what we call fourth wall breaking. Or being meta. Yeah, so anyway, that's the prologue. I am probably going to wait to finish the prologue until I do Salem. Maybe Shimosa too, we'll see. Oh, no, I'll probably finish Salem and then do the prologue, just so I can be ready for the first Lostbelt. Oh yeah, Moonlight Lost Room. I should have rewatched that. Remember the first time around, I didn't understand anything. Yeah, so I'm going to be using that quartz for Hokusai when she comes out in a couple days. I failed to get Abby, just like I did in other Japanese series. But maybe just like the Japanese series, I'll get Hokusai in like one roll. Also, Da Vinci's not there. It's lonely. Now I can play with my phone not on silent. Anyways, thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.